Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, if you're looking just for the reading, because this is the introduction where I go through a universal type of reading, I tell you what's going on in the planets per se, but if you're looking just for your reading or your cross-watching, down there should be a timestamp where you should be able to just jump and skip this piece, okay? Okay. Hope you watch it at least one time. Now, we're going to be reading for the weekend, and then I will be using my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards, my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, my Angels of Abundance by Doreen and Grant Virtue, and my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, for this, the universal reading, what's going on in the bigger heavens, bigger stuff, I will be using my Waite Rider deck, and I will also be using my Colette Baron Reed The Good Tarot. Now, I've prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself up to higher power, Holy Spirit, God, Source, and just let whatever the words are come through. Now, what are we doing in the heavens per se? Actually, now, we still have a lot of planets that are, well, actually, we only have two planets that are going retro right now. Those two planets are Mars, which is in Gemini, and Uranus, which is in Taurus. Now, we do have our Neptune, which is in Pisces, going direct really around the 3rd. So right now it's stationary, it's looking at us. And when I was looking at the what was going on today, the 2nd and the 4th, I was seeing that Venus, which is in Sagittarius, is sextiling Saturn in Aquarius, which I thought was actually not a bad relationship, because Saturn in Aquarius, yes, I'm going to say it again, is about illusions versus the truth, and Venus in Sagittarius is about looking for the truth in relationships right now. That's what I was picking up with this. But then I was getting Mercury, 22 degrees, is squared with Neptune, 22 degrees, which is in Pisces. Venus on the 4th will be squared with Neptune, again 22 degrees, and Neptune will be going direct in Pisces. So I'm looking at that thinking, okay, so we've got information, we've got relationship energies here. Now, the Sagittarius wants to move it forward, but I just kept feeling like the Neptune in Pisces, I just felt like it was like some swirling type of energy, not necessarily being seen clearly. It was just kind of like there, you kind of felt it, you knew it, but again, I just felt like Neptune and Pisces, they were just like swirling the energies around, very dreamy, very, maybe even nightmare-y a little bit, just not giving a very, very clear picture. Now, so we'll just kind of put that over there, concerning communications and relationships. Maybe it's that kind of like that 7 of Swords energy, which is a lot of that is the, what is it? The diversion, the look this way, don't look that way. Now, we are coming to a full moon. Now, this is Eastern Standard Time, so the full moon will be on December 7th. It will be in Gemini, 16 degrees, and it will be at 11:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it could be the 8th for you. It could be the 7th, maybe even could it be the 6th. So we have that coming up, and I've been hearing a lot about this full moon, and I don't necessarily know that I've been hearing about it on social media per se, or if it's just then the chatter in my own brain, my own thoughts. It just feels very interesting full moon, but we'll come to that a little bit closer. So let's see what we've got here. Remember though, full moon is a wonderful time to release, relinquish, and request. But it is going to be in Gemini. We do have Mars in Gemini, so always an interesting time. Things could be coming very strong, coming to a head. Always an interesting time. So let's see what we've got here. Higher power, Holy Spirit, what do you want to tell us? Just what is going on, at least for this weekend? What do we need to know? What do we need to know here? What do we need to know? So again, I felt like this thing with Neptune and Pisces, you remember, it's stationary direct, so it's kind of like just right there. It's right there. Both Pisces and Neptune love being together. Very mysterious, very spiritual. Again, I just felt like it was like there was this hand, just kind of like sometimes you could see it, sometimes you could see very clearly, and sometimes it would just muddy things up. It wasn't enough for you to get a true picture of what was going on. So we will see what we will see. So the diversion, the Seven of Swords, diversion, look there, not here. Okay, let's see what we've got going. First card is, well, we've got celebration energy here. This is lovely, okay? I love it when I say, and then it's something totally different, because I am a little bit more of the, believe it or not, I do go into more the, I don't know, the doom and gloom type of energies, but I'm always looking for the best. I'm always looking for something that's very hopeful. And now we have the Three of Cups. Now, Cups is our water energy. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So we have that Pisces energy very strong here. 3 is celebration, creativity, the power of 3. These ladies are celebrating what's going on. There's abundance around them, and they're saying, like, this is a time where we have to lift our vibrations very, very high. We have to look for the good, and we have to celebrate whatever it is that is good. So let's go on to our next. Here we have that 8 of Swords. Now, so we have that 3 saying celebration, and now we have this 8 of Swords. 8 is opportunities, unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. Sword energy is our Aquarius, our Gemini, and our Libra. Remember, we have that Saturn that's kind of, it's sextiling with Venus right now, so that's a good energy there. But so it's also Gemini, which is, we have Mars retrograding in Gemini, which is an interesting energy in itself. And this is also Libra, thought processes, thinking things through. So this is kind of this is very interesting dynamics. In one way, I don't know if we're saying, oh, it's a celebratory time, it's a wonderful time. Hey, maybe you're not seeing things clearly, or you're not seeing things clearly, you're not looking for the good energy. So the 8 of Swords is your mind is feeling like you're trapped. Your mind is telling you that things can't work out. Your mind is telling you that you can never move forward. And I'm just saying what's going on in the old universe. So we've got these two that are very conflicting energies here. So here, but the thing about her is if you look really carefully about it, all she has to do is have a little effort, and she can wiggle out of her bonds. She can wiggle out of whatever is holding her back. Even her, all she has to do is wiggle out of it, and she will be free. She can make some movement. She can even take these swords and do something else to even free herself if she needed to go beyond that. She is not as trapped as she thinks she is, or maybe she's playing a game. Maybe she's allowing others to think she's trapped, and she's going to break free at any moment. Okay, so interesting with these two. Let's see what we've got here. The third card, Strength. So we have an 8 energy again. 388. This is a major arcana card. This is, so we even have the 8, the infinity sign as almost like a halo. We have this, not necessarily angelic, but yet we're going to take it as a divine creature, taming the lion. So whatever is going on in here, we need to be strong, we need to be kind, we need to be caring at the same time. So interesting things for this weekend. Is it celebration? Is it breaking free? Is it breaking free? Is it celebration? I'm not quite sure, because this is all illusion. This is not real. This is not real. So we have to be always very careful with what we're putting in our thoughts and in our brains. Okay. And this is major arcana, like I said, strength energy there. So let's see what we have here. So you have to be strong. You have to be kind. Interesting. Let's see now what we've got going on here. Oh, take the moment, please, to go down. Oh, okay, those cards are flying. Take them to go down there to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. You've been doing it so much, and I really appreciate it. And it's amazing how when you're doing that, it gets other people. It's like it opens things up for so many people. So thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. So Colette Baron Reed, we've got 2 cards. We'll take this one first. Let's see what we've got. The King of Air. So now kings, court cards, yes, court cards, they have double energies, okay? The page has earth energy, pentagram energy, money energy, work, job, career, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. The knight underlying energy is fire, is the rod energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We're in Sagittarius season right now. It's fire, passionate, burning, determined. The queen energy, the underlying energy, is our water energy, our cup energy, spiritual, emotional, flowing, moving forward. And then we have the king of air. King's underlying energy is this air. Again, Aquarius, Aquarius, Gemini, and our Libra. Its thought process is making plans. Now, the king of air is a very wise king, very thinks things through very clearly. Not necessarily one that lives on emotion as much as he lives on logic, and he lives on being objective. He's very clear cut, and that's the one thing with the king of air. He looks like he might have a little bit of a smile, so he might have some understanding, but he's still going to do whatever needs to be done. And whether or not it's an emotional energy or not, he's going to do what he believes to be the right energy, the right thing to be done. He believes that using logic is much better than using emotion. So this could be somebody in leadership. This could be in somebody in just somebody that is providing a direction for us too. Something about this one though, he's very strong, and he's very focused. He is very, very focused. Let's see what this card is. Now, this is the Ace of Air. So we go to the end of the end of air energy, we go to the beginning of air energy. So we have a 1. 1 is a new beginning, new start. The Ace of Air has new challenges, new ideas, new direction. Something is changing with this. Something is changing. I'm feeling really strong leadership with the King of Air. I normally don't feel that per se. I'm feeling that there's very strong leadership here with a new direction, which is, going to provide some challenges. We're going to need to be strong. I'm not sure if this is a time for celebration or if this is a time for us to just unravel our struggles, unravel our bonds. But something's going on. Something's going on. So we will see what we will see. Now, again, too, why don't we start our readings? But again, why don't you go down there to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell. Thank you all who's doing this. Please continue, because it really is helping with the channel, and I really appreciate you all doing it. Okay, why don't we start our readings now? Hello, my Aries, and how are you doing? You've got to let that stress go. You've just got to do some deep breathing, meditation. I don't know what it is, centering yourself a little bit more, but just let it go. Let it go. What will be, will be. You can pray, you can meditate, you can do all the things to help push it into a more positive life, but just let that stress go, okay? Now, comes up with that saying, me and my sayings, if you pray, why worry? If you worry, why pray? So just move it through, give it up to, I know many people like to say the universe. I like to have an address on my prayers. I like to have a direction on my prayers. So whether that be Source, God, Gaia, whoever that is to you, okay? I go with higher power. Ooh, something is ending and something is beginning. Review and evaluate. There is time for judgment. Things are changing for you. You've really got to take a look at where it is you've gone. You got to look at yourself. You've got to take a look at the situation to see it clearly too. And when you see it clearly, you'll be able to see your path. I feel like there is something, you just need to look at it clearly. This is a weekend to see things clearly and see your path. And then say, okay, if that's where I'm going to go, that's where I need to go. It's okay to do this. This is also the Judgment card. This is Major Arcana. This is a 20. There's a 2 in it, so there is some choices, decision. There's also some coupling, but there is, like coming together, partnering with something. We have Archangel Jeremiah. There is a big change happening. Maybe this could be a change in your belief system. It could be a change in your physical energies too. Or your physical place. We're in Sagittarius, so it's not necessarily, it could have something to do with that earth energy too. But there is it's just you kind of recouping and regrouping and saying, okay, this is my reality. How do I move on from here? Okay, so we have this renewal, the Judgment card, but you have to be honest. You have to look at everything with honesty, and then you will see things with clarity. Okay, so here we go. Review and evaluate, and a favorable assessment of the facts. So there's going to be some forgiveness there too for you, for others, but because of that, you're able to move on. Remember, forgiveness, I'm never saying, I'm not saying that it doesn't help someone else. It can, but it's more when you're forgiving yourself or you're forgiving others, it does free you. It really brings you peace, and it cuts a lot of the bonds that try to anchor you down. Time to move in a new direction. So something's happening. There's a lot of evaluation, reevaluation. There's a lot of, renewal. There's a lot. Maybe you're going to have that conversation that you've been putting off for so long, or maybe it's even a conversation just with yourself. But then there's going to be clarity. Like I said, there's going to be, it's judgment. It's looking at things, but it's also finding clarity. Okay, next card is the Sun. Okay, now it's interesting because, we'll see if it's really interesting with this one. But the 19th, we have a 1, which is a new beginning, a 10, transitional energy, 9, let's wrap it all up. Add the 1 plus 9, we have that 10 again, 1 plus 0, we have that 1 again. This is Archangel Uriel. Uriel's really like the spotlight. Dark can't hide from Uriel, okay? Dark cannot hide. And dark cannot exist where the sun is shining. The sun provides a lot of nutrients. The sun provides a lot of lifting of the spirits. The sun, even if it's a gray, cloudy day, the sun is always shining. We just may not be seeing it, okay? So there is something wonderful about the sun. The sun is also very much Leo energy, so that's also a fire energy. The sun is actually, when the sun comes out, it really is telling you that there's a resolution, that there's something that's coming to, there's a resolution. There's something that's coming to light, something that might be coming to an end, because remember, you've got time to move on. But it's something that says you've done what you can do. Now, bask in the sun even. Okay, so happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success, have confidence in yourself. And usually it's the 1920, but I think that the renewal, I think the the clarity is going to show you a very powerful path and a very good path for you. It's like aha moment. It opens up, light bulb type of energy. Here we go. Next card is the High Priestess. So now, I will tell you now, we just have to see what happens with the John Holland, but Sagittarius got all major arcana for this first reading too. So it's an interesting time. So must be an interesting time for at least for you and Sagittarius. I haven't done Leo yet, but we have a 2 again, so we've got that 2 energy. We have a 20192 29102. Crossroads, choices, decisions, partnering. Now, the High Priestess is the oracle, is the connection with your higher power. Tries to give you your higher power source will only give you what you can handle. Now, sometimes you feel like you're being stretched a little bit more. But it's like it gives you some direction, gives you some outcomes, kind of like gives you that gut feeling, that intuition. Now we will be we're on the 4th, so I said 7th, 8th will be that full moon. So we're heading into a very strong time for intuition. Okay, moon cycles are very strong for all of us. Okay, so the the high priestess is wanting you to take that time. And like I said, if you worry, why pray? If you pray, why worry? Meditate, connect with your higher power, connect through the high priestess. Listen, okay, that's also Archangel Heniel. Listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. So before you do this, really think about what you want, okay? But it just feels like I said, there's a lot of clarity this week. There's a lot of very good direction. There's a lot of good direction. But again, too, I'm saying, whatever the stressor has been, you've got to let that go. Doesn't mean that the stressor disappears. If there's money problems will be there. But it does mean that you're going to just have to say, I can only deal with what I can deal with at this present time. But there's a lot of higher power energy that's really surrounding you, and it's really pushing you forward. It's really protecting you also. So there's a lot of protection here too. Okay, that card just fell out. Let's see what this is. Well, whatever it is triumphant. It is a one. I think this is a one. I'm not sure which one this is. I should, I know it's not water. It could be air, but, and we did get the ace of air out there, but this is triumphant success. This is cutting through the baloney. This is cutting through the problems. This is, if it is the ace, then it doesn't necessarily mean that it's easy, but it does mean that the outcome is good and it's good for you. So we have a 1, new beginning, triumphant success, light and dark. Okay, let's see. Angels of Abundance. What do we have for my Aries now? Triumphant success. Things are happening. New direction. You can only handle what you can handle. And, it is what that, it's one of those things. It is what it is, what it is, what it is. But you've got a lot of angelic presence around you, my Aries. Okay, let's see what we've got here for my Aries. Abundance, angels of abundance. This is reversed. Visualize abundance in all forms. This is a wonderful thing to do. That would help with this too. So, God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision on that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you'll receive. I will tell you, this is when I tell you to put I haven't done it for a while maybe, but whenever we're having the full moon, the new moon, full moon, requesting moon, put your intentions on your refrigerator. Write them down. Put them where you can see them every day. Okay? I need to do that myself a little bit more. But I have done that before, and I will tell you, everything that I put there came about in some way or another. Now, it did take a couple of years, but it did come true. Now, this is also a really good thing. If you are somebody that will do a vision board, this is something I'm not, but it is something that's very positive. I'll do lists. I will put a list up. So you may want to do that. Okay, let's see what crystal or energy would be helpful for my Aries. Let's see. Reversed. Well, this is my favorite. Black tourmaline. Protective, anxiety relief, aura cleansing, self-belief. So get your black tourmaline out, my Aries. Hold on to that. And remember, like I said, if you worry, why pray? If you pray, why worry? It's only so much we can handle on this earth. Anyway, my Aries, take a moment, please, to like, share, subscribe, and click on the bell down there. You really help me by doing it. I appreciate you so much. Anyway, always remember you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed, my Aries. Bye-bye.